Hello, kindred spirits, and welcome to Tea Time with a Medium. Today we're looking at what are your strengths, talents, and gifts, and how to live your best life. So we're going to do that by first picking our piles. You have pile 1, 2, and 3. And let me add your gemstones now. There we go, just like magic. All right, so for pile 1, we have green aventurine. I love how that rhymes. Green aventurine is a heart chakra gemstone, and it helps to move through your emotions. It helps to get emotions moving. So that's pile 1, heart chakra, green aventurine. Here we have pile 2, and this is cherry quartz, also the heart chakra. And cherry quartz helps you to tune into the sweetness of your intuition, compassion, to access your empathy. So that's pile 2. And pile 3, we have rose quartz, also the heart chakra, tapping into unconditional love, also self-love and love for humanity. Rose quartz. So choose the pile that you are most drawn to and let your intuition guide you. It will never leave you astray. And if you find yourself needing advice from more than one pile, maybe 2 or 3, that's okay. You can come back and listen to your pile reading for what you need. So, what are your strengths, talents, and gifts, and how to live your best life? I will see you in your reading. Hey there, pile 1, and welcome to the tea room. Pull up a seat and get comfortable. You chose green aventurine, heart chakra, moving emotions. Let's set that aside. And this is your tarot deck, and it is ready for you, but I'm going to set that aside and pull some oracle cards for you first to help clarify the signature meaning of this reading for you. What are your strengths, talents, and gifts for pile 1? This is your key card that I'm going to set aside, and I'll turn that over at the end. And one more for you, strengths, talents, and gifts. All right, so let's take a look at your oracle cards first. The Vessel. What a beautiful card. The Vessel. Ladder, climbing towards success. I love this for you. Climbing towards success. Peacock, beware of great pride. I'm interested to see how this actually fits into your reading today as we look at your strengths, talents, and gifts. We have Cat, a two-faced friend. Not sure that I like this card, but we will see how it fits in. All right. So pile 1, let's take a look at your strengths, your talents, your gifts, and how to live your best life. We have Ace of Fire, Six of Air, representing your strengths, your talents of Curiosity of Water, Five of Air, ooh la la, and your gifts, Sovereignty of Earth, Eight of Earth, I like that, and advice for how to live your best life using all of these assets that you have that are innately yours. Let's have a look here. So in terms of your strengths, the cards are showing that you have a great deal of creative desire, forward momentum, at least the potential for it, because we have Ace of Fire. We have someone that is willing to sacrifice things, people, events, situations in order to move forward. So take a look at the rose here, this arm holding the rose, and it's being tossed in or thrown into this fire. And fire is a symbol of regeneration. It is a symbol of being in the moment. Fire, yes, is a destroyer, but with destruction, there's also creation. So having Ace of Fire in the area of your reading here that signifies your strengths, I feel that you have the strength of being able to let go and to start anew. And that applies to Six of Air. It applies to how you are able to foresee what is ahead. You are able to be open to plan for the future. And sometimes you know that with this desire to move forward, not everything will fall into place in the way that you imagined, but it's always important to have that perspective and to have the forward thinking and the passionate desire and ability to see ahead, to be able to see what is possible. So this I see as your strength. Your talent here, very interesting. Curiosity of Water with fire, Five of Air. I'm seeing that you have a talent for play. You have a talent for imagination, for indulging your imagination, for indulging what you emotionally are curious about. So take a look at this young man. He is holding his own head in his right hand. Very interesting when you think of how our imaginations work. They allow us to move beyond the physical realm of our logical thinking. And so his head is disconnected, yet it is held in his right hand. The right hand is typically associated with the left brain, so the subjective aspects of our mind. The objective aspects of our right mind. The left side of the brain controls the right side of the body. So this tells me that with your imagination, you're able to move forward and to actuate, because the right side of the body typically is associated with action and actuating, play, agency. So you have a talent of being able to play, to have the choice to play. Five of Air shows me that in the past, perhaps you have learned the talent to be righteous as you move forward. Maybe in the past you have accomplished certain goals and you did so at the expense of others, but because this is a talent significator, I'm seeing that you have learned from that and that you have the talent of being able to bring people with you as you create, as you mentally strategize ways of bringing people with you as you move ahead and climb your ladder to success. So moving on to your gifts. I love here, not just love, but love here that we have earth signifying your gifts. We have sovereignty of earth, or king of discs, if you like. And sovereignty of earth here suggests that you have a gift of being able to manifest a very material sense of control in your life. Also a way to manage that which you consider your kingdom, whether that be people, your castle, your home as your castle, your garden if you're a gardener. Perhaps you have a wealth of clothing or a collection of jewels. You are able to naturally, as a gift that you have the gift of acquiring wealth, be it material or spiritual or emotional wealth. And showing up here with the eight of earth, or 8 of discs, there's a sweetness to your gift. There's a sweet feeling here of being able to delight in having learned all of these very tangible skills of either working with your hands or working with your mind to create tangible products and sharing them with the next generation. We have grandma here teaching her granddaughter or perhaps great-granddaughter how to make these same pots. And 8 as a number of infinity allows us to understand that time is endless, space is endless, and so when we turn the card over, we have the same image. So the things that we create that are material, yes, there is perhaps an expiration date on them because they're made of the physical things, right? But the time that we spend to teach people and to share with our family, our colleagues, our neighbors, our community, the gifts that we have to share with them, that memory lasts forever. So how then do we understand how you are going to live your best life, or how you can gain clarity in this moment now of how you might apply these strengths, talents, and gifts to improve your life? The advice is to move forward and explore with curiosity of air, despite the dissatisfaction that you encounter in life. So perhaps these 2 cards are here because you might be going through something right now in which you're feeling emotional dissatisfaction, or some sort of emotional investment that you've made has not come to fruition. 5 of water. 5 is a dynamic card, very dynamic. Comes after 4, so it's breaking the solidarity of the number 4, and it's showing that there has been a change, a shift emotionally that you've experienced. You have these women, looks like they're walking almost in a funerary procession during a flood. So they're either grieving the loss of something, perhaps loss of good weather, loss of some kind of relationship, or just your expectations were not met. And yes, of course you sense a dissatisfaction, but you have curiosity of air here, which is the ability to continue to be precocious. Look at this young child holding the fox, and the fox is typically an animal that signifies being able to solve problems, or at least being open to investigating the different solutions that there could be for challenges. And curiosity there is associated with Page of Swords. So being open to learning more about what this situation has brought you, learning more about how you might apply your strengths, talents, and gifts to overcome the situation. So with curiosity of air, I do see that as a fantastic, freeing and liberating omen. It's as if it's saying, the cards are saying, You're going to use this advice to start from zero. Go back to the drawing board. Go back to what you know and be open to what you don't know, because there's so much more knowledge for you to acquire here. And life really is like a puzzle, right? We have all of these puzzle pieces and we're constantly trying to figure out, how can I fill in this empty, missing hole that has just happened to me emotionally? Well, guess what? Sometimes those holes and that sense of emptiness, those feelings of emptiness are there for a reason. They're opportunities for learning. They're opportunities for the universe to teach us about what it is we truly, truly want and what truly brings us satisfaction. So if this card is the card of dissatisfaction, then we have to understand that what can bring us satisfaction is to be open to new ideas and to be open to actuating them. So I feel that that is the main message here as we have examined your strengths, your talents and your gifts. Let's take a look at how ladder fits in climbing towards success. I feel like that fits here. You're always climbing towards success when you are open to move up, to ascend from the bottom, to ascend from your feelings, to move upward in your vibration so that you can climb toward a success, whether it be emotional success, a material success, or simply an internal success of being able to mentally process or leave behind that which needs to be just left behind you. So we have Cat, a two-faced friend. It's possible that in this situation of emotional dissatisfaction, you have encountered someone who has not been forthright with you. And we wish and hope for all of our acquaintances, friends, family members, and colleagues to be forthright. But know that they too have a challenge of being aligned with their purpose. I want to make this hand gesture for you. Aligned with their purpose. And when we are two-faced, we either move away from our alignment, away from our higher purpose, and we speak or act in ways that are not suited to our natural vibration of unconditional love. So I'm really sorry if you have experienced that, but let that be something that you set aside, and don't make it the center of your experience here on Earth side, because we're talking about your strengths, your talents, your gifts, and one of those gifts might be to let go of those situations and to move away from those people and do not let them in or nearby. And with Peacock here, beware of great pride. So it's obvious to those around you who understand. They know that you have these talents of desire to be able to plan for your future, this innate gift of being able to rule over your kingdom, and the talent of being able to play and not sacrifice people, but bring them along as you climb that ladder. There will be people who envy that, of course. Again, they are not aligned with their higher purpose or that which they must be doing now. And so they are looking to you and comparing themselves to you. Again, let's set them aside. They are not the central focus of what you have to do here, Earth side. And you already very well know that. So let's take a look at the vessel. It seems to me that you are a beautiful container for light energy. Light is the illumination of the divine, that you are able to contain that and to hold that within you. And the more that you're able to hold that light within your body, taking care of your body, making sure you're getting enough sleep, rest during the day, the right nutrition, and enough water, the more that you take care of your vessel, which is your body, the more you'll be able to sense how you are actually held by the divine source. And I see the same color of the source light as the bowl that is holding you. So what are the different ways that you can use your strengths, talents, and gifts to nourish yourself so that you can continue to be a vessel for the beautiful, unconditional light energy of divine source? Let's move on to your key card. Oh my gosh, enemy. So we have some patterns here, right? Oh gosh. Tisk, tisk, tisk. For all the people who envy you, know that they are, again, I have to say it again. I feel like this is something I need to reiterate to you. Obviously, it's coming up in these cards here. People are going to envy you. They're going to envy you for the gifts that you have. And it really makes no sense because everyone has unique individual gifts. Unique means that only you can dance the dance that your body's meant to do. There are only you have a very unique laugh. No one else has that same laugh. And perhaps there are people who just really insist that they are as good as you, they are better than you, that there is some kind of competition or envy happening here. I want you to know that you can leave them aside. Pay no mind to them. They are thieves of your energy. The more you think about them, the more you give your energy away to them, the more you invest your beautiful, light, and creative energy in someone or some event or situation that does not give you anything back, okay? So, pile one, my dear kindred spirit, I want you to know that this is the message that I am to deliver to you today about your strengths, your talents, and your gifts. I know that this applies to an area of your life, particularly because we have this pattern showing up of challenging people, challenging events, situations, but you have the wherewithal and the innate gifts to move beyond it. And I want you to know, I feel like this is really the core message here. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Listen to your body and give it what it needs. You get one body in this life, so take good care of it so that it will take care of you. I hope that was helpful for you, Pile One, and if you enjoyed it, do give a thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining us in the tea room today. I hope you've enjoyed your time and visit us again. I'll see you later. Hello there, Pile Two, and welcome to the tea room. Come on in and take a seat. You chose cherry quartz, heart chakra, connecting to the sweetness of your intuition. Let's set that aside for now. And your tarot deck is ready, but I'm going to put that aside and pick out some oracle cards for you first. So pile two, we're looking at your strengths, your talents, your gifts. Your strengths, your talents, your gifts. There you go. And pile two, your strengths, your talents, your gifts. Let's set that aside there for you. And a key card for pile two. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. Always the case, right? Seahorse, family matters. Knot, unsuccessful plans. Anima mundi. All right, so I'm looking forward to see how that plays out in your reading today. Let's get to your tarot deck. And I'm really excited to share with you what the Oracle has to say about your strengths, talents, and gifts. Strengths, talents, and gifts. Ten of Swords, Queen of Cups, talent of Four of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, gifts, Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, and how to live your best life with Moon and Seven of Pentacles. All right, so with Ten of Swords and Queen of Cups, talking about your strengths. Your strength is to be able to bounce back emotionally. Your strength is being able to resist the urge to hold grudges because you are someone of great emotional capacity. So look at how in this card, Ten of Swords, the dreaded Ten of Swords. No, really, just kidding. Tarot, you know, tarot is ambivalent. It's just showing us symbols that are connected to our shared cosmic consciousness. So Ten of Swords here showing me that this is your strength. You are resilient. That's the word I'm looking for. Resilient to whatever it is that people, events, the universe, your family circumstances, perhaps failed love or work relationships, whatever that dishes out, you've been able to survive it. And yes, you have been exhausted, absolutely, but through those experiences of feeling picked on or poked at, you have learned to have compassion for yourself. Queen of Cups. The pink rose. Pink is the color of compassion. Around the neck of this cup that the Queen holds, she is both open to accepting and giving. So the cup is not empty. The cup is full of emotion. It is full of the capacity to receive emotions and also to share emotions, to give them. So it's not a symbol of emotional emptiness, but it is a symbol of being able to be resilient emotionally despite what you have had to encounter in your life. So congratulations. You have an emotional strength that has been won over many, many lifetimes here. Let's look at your talents. So here with Four of Cups and Ace of Pentacles, pinto beans. Four of Cups with Ace of Pentacles tells me that you have the talent of being able to take a moment, feel your feelings. If you're not feeling it and it's not the right time, then you wait until something in the universe or something within you moves you to action, to begin anew from a place of not reaction, but of open, conscious response and awareness. So let's look at that by looking at the cards. So what does it mean to have the talent of acting from a sense of grounded awareness? With Four of Cups, we have a man here. Three cups are solidly planted in front of him. He's not looking at them. there seems to be an offer of another cup from the hand of the source, the universe, offering it to him, and he's simply just not interested. So typically this card will symbolize or be symbolic of apathy or just disinterest. And that's not a negative thing. You know, when we're not interested in something, there's a reason for it, and we need to respect that. There's no need to force any forward momentum here. If you need a moment of emotional stasis, then you have your emotional stasis. That is your talent from having survived these circumstances of 10 of Swords and being able to give and receive emotionally. You know when the well is empty. You know when it needs to be replenished. And sometimes withdrawal can be a beautiful thing. So that is a talent that you have. And what that allows us to do is to begin from a very solid base, Ace of Pentacles. So looking at your gifts, we have 5 of Swords and Ace of Swords. This tells me that you have a natural gift of being able to move on from loss. 5 of Swords typically will signify an unfortunate situation in which you've lost something that causes you to mourn that loss. You feel that something has been taken away from you or that you have lost it. So in the area of signifying your gifts, I feel like this card is showing up here with Ace of Swords to say that you are someone that has the ability to begin again with new strategies. Ace of Swords here means new strategies. This sword is firmly planted with the pointed side down into the earth where these roses are growing from. This tells me that you can move forward with a sense of resolve, logical resolve, that you are not going to let any event or sense of loss keep you down. You can begin anew, and you have the thought. Very shiny metal here, light, reflecting light. You're able to move forward because you have an idea and a sense of initiative to move forward, despite what you have come through, which is a cause for feelings of loss. So how to apply your strengths, talents, and gifts? With the Moon and 7 of Pentacles, I'm seeing that the best way to apply your strengths, talents, and gifts to living your best life is to move inward, to collect these experiences and move inward to reflect on them. The Moon is a card of reflection. It is a card of our unconscious desires, sometimes illusions and delusions. I don't feel that it is talking about delusions because you have 7 of Pentacles here, which is patience. The patience to bring to fruition money matters, business. So it's possible that now you are trying to find a way to ground yourself because you've got dreams here with the Moon and 7 of Pentacles here, which is having the patience to wait for things to come to a head, or the ability to watch how the fruit on the vine develops and waiting for the right time to move. Because success is not overnight, or very rarely is it overnight. And you know what? Even when it is overnight, you have to take into consideration the fact that every single event that you have experienced up until your very moment of, yes, success, all of those experiences of suffering, of learning to give and receive, of stepping back and withdrawing. All of those events have been points or nodes in your life that have connected up until your success. So I think that with Moon and Seven of Pentacles here, the idea is to keep dreaming, because that is what, with Queen of Cups and the Moon here, I'm seeing this connection of emotions and dreaming and withdrawal. I wouldn't normally say this to anyone, but because you've chosen this pile, I need to tell you that it's okay to dream. It's okay to withdraw from reality once in a while, because that is how you're going to fill your cup again and begin anew from a very solid state of mind, state of initiative in your mind, so that you can move forward and really make your life the life that you are meant to live, the life that you desire to live. Let's connect these to your oracle cards here. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. Obviously, how can you connect with your intuition unless you withdraw, unless you feel your feelings and move into your unconscious dreams to explore that? Let's look at Seahorse. Family matters. How can we live our best life unless we attend to the things that matter? For you, it could be family. For you, it could also be leaving your family behind. Just because we are born into a biological family doesn't mean that we are meant to carry on relationships with them for the rest of our lives here. Our biological or blood relatives are here to teach us lessons and to give us gifts. And sometimes they can be, of course, very painful, but ultimately they allow us to choose our own families and to begin anew with Ace of Pentacles. So this is the story that's emerging here for you. Let's take a look at Knot. Unsuccessful plans come about when you don't take the time to really go in to the depth of your moon, the depth of your subconscious. You need to take the time to plan out how you're going to move forward, Ace of Swords, with your dreams. This is how we're going to avoid unsuccessful plans. We need to take the time to connect with our dreams. And ultimately, I want you to remember Anima Mundi. Anima Mundi is a significator for the world card in the tarot, so that everything is everything. The teardrop in your eye is also the water in the ocean. The water in the ocean is connected to the rain that comes from up above, connected to the clouds, connected to the air that we breathe, because the air is full of moisture as well. So know that everything is everything, that our suffering brings us to moments of clarity, and that if we can take the time to rest perhaps in our pain, we can, by engaging with it, let it go and surrender it. And it no longer has power over us, because we understand that pain is like the raindrop. It can help to cleanse us if we can understand that it is a tear, it is the water in the ocean, it is also connected to the clouds in the sky. Everything is everything, and all people and aspects of our experience here are here to teach us. So that's Anima Mundi. And here, as I promised, your key card, falseness. The greatest betrayal that we can commit is a failure to follow through on what it is that we want. In other words, it's really important to be true to yourself, to your desires. And there's a pattern here. Not following your intuition creates a falseness of your forward path, because you're not aligned with that which you're receiving guidance, wisdom when you follow your intuition. It doesn't just come from nothing. It is connected to everything. You are connected to everything. And there is no such thing as unsuccessful plans, because guess what? Oprah says there are no mistakes, only choices, and you can choose to plan. You can choose to use the energy of logical initiative, Ace of Swords, so that you can make decisions that are aligned with Anima Mundi. Anima Mundi. Make decisions that are aligned with how you feel. Because what is at stake here are your dreams. And your dreams are connected to the collective unconscious. And the collective unconscious comes back to Anima Mundi. Everything is everything. So pile 2, my kindred spirit, I feel that because you chose the cherry quartz, you are here to receive this advice about your strengths, your talents, your weaknesses. Your strengths, your talents, and your gifts. To be reminded that you can take time out to feel your feelings, to withdraw from the world, to move into the inner depths of your deepest, most profound desires, so that you can emerge again with a strategy and emerge again with the patience that is innately yours to move forward, not in falseness, but in alignment with your life purpose. So I hope, pile 2, kindred spirits, that was helpful for you. And if it was, do give a thumbs up. I want to thank you with so much gratitude for visiting the tea room today. And I hope you do come back soon. And I am signing off for now. I'll see you soon. Hey there, pile 3, kindred spirits. You chose the rose quartz, gemstone of compassion and unconditional love. So your tarot deck is actually ready for you. First, I want to offer you some oracle cards as we look at your strengths, talents, and gifts. Your strengths, talents, and gifts. Another key card for you, pile 3, strengths, talents, and gifts. And you know I love picking a signature key card for you for pile 3, strengths, talents, and gifts. I'm going to set this aside and turn it over at the end to unlock the message of the reading. So let's take a look at your oracle cards first. Wedge. This looks delicious. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Oh, how could you do that? Is that cheesecake or cheese? I'm not sure, but I'm getting hungry. Let's set that aside. Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Someone serve me some cheese with that. Bird, perched, waiting for news, package, letter. Oh, communication. Excited to see how these 3 will help to clarify your tarot reading. First, let's take a look at the desert. Oh, what a magical place. If you've ever spent any time in the desert, you know the desert is a magical place. So let's set that aside. And I'm excited to lay your spread and see what there is here for you as we delve into your strengths, your talents, your gifts, and how to apply those to live your best life. Knight of Swords, strength. Nine of Pentacles, another strength. Talent, Four of Swords, love it. The Sun. Knight of Pentacles is your gift. Ten of Pentacles is your gift. How to live your best life. Page of Pentacles. Oh, Seven of Wands. All right. So I'm seeing that your talent, I'm sorry, we're doing strengths first. Strengths, talents, gifts. I'm seeing that your strength is related to Knight of Swords and Nine of Pentacles. So you are able to actively take direction, whether that be direction from up above, your guides, or direction from others, or direction simply from following your intuition and moving forward to create in the world. This is your strength. You have a sense of bravery. You have a sense of being able to move forward with courage. Look at this gorgeous knight. Her chest is open. It is open to the elements as she surfs on this white feather here and holds in her hand not a wand, but it looks to be like a paintbrush. So there's a creative aspect here with Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is typically a mental card, but we have, oh, I think that's a fountain pen, of course, because pen is related to writing down our thoughts, writing down our intuitive guidance. And this Knight of Swords shows me that you are unafraid to follow that guidance. And you are unafraid. You have tons of courage to be able to move forward with your actionable plan. What does this say on her skirt here? Right is worth the cost. So a sense of righteousness, a sense of knowing that this is the direction to go in, a fearless sense of moving forward. That is your strength. And what does that gain you? Looks like you're able, with Nine of Pentacles, to reap the rewards that are very much material rewards. She has 9 pentacles in her earrings, 4 here, 4 here, and 1 on her finger. And she has a beautiful basket of fruit on her head. So she's enjoying her abundance in her life in a very, very material way, a sensual way, a sensory way as well. So being able to feel, taste, touch, and commune in a visceral way with her surroundings, with the birds, tasting the fruit, being able to smell this tropical forest that she's in. This is your strength, to be able to move forth, be a go-getter, and to be able to acquire the material abundance that is meant for you. Now let's look at your talent. Wow. 4 of Swords, a woman resting on a crescent moon. This is a card of repose. This is a card of reflection. It is a card of mental rest. And if you are someone that is able to take what we call constructive rest, it means that you make the decision to lay down and just rest. You're doing nothing but rest. That is a productive activity, actually. So this is a talent that you have, and if it's showing up here and it's not something that you do, it is perhaps a talent that you have not accessed yet and is showing up here to say, yes, go for it. You can absolutely take that nap, because when we sleep, our minds and our bodies connect to the parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is a state of deep relaxation during which our body and our minds repair. They're able to repair themselves. Typically, someone going through a long-term illness, or even someone who has the flu or is undergoing maybe an autoimmune flare-up, or you're having stress, moving into the energy of Earth of Swords here will help you to recover. And this is a talent that you innately have. And if you haven't, again, if you haven't tapped into it, be sure to know that that is something you can access. And the sun, the life giver, energy, confidence. This is a talent. If you're able to take the time to rest, able to take the time to simply choose to do nothing, then you can access the energy of the sun, the giver of all life, the healer within you. Perhaps you do have the talent of being a healer. And how can we expect to heal others unless we take the time to rest ourselves so that we can gain the energy of the sun to move forward on our path? So this is a talent here for you. Pile 3, Kindred Spirits. In terms of gifts, we have Knight of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a card of abundance. It is a card of having achieved all that you've worked for and being able to enjoy it. Look at how he's sitting atop a tree ring, and the tree has the tree trunk with many, many, many rings. And you know that with each ring designates the year that a tree has lived. So with a very, very wide base, a tree base, you know that the tree has lived a very, very long time. Some trees on this planet have lived for centuries, hundreds and hundreds of years. So this is a man signifying your gift, sitting atop accomplishments that have come through time. Oh, I understand. Okay. King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. So your gift here is not only to be able to survey and take inventory of everything that you have achieved and to be grateful for it and to enjoy it, but you're also someone, Knight of Pentacles, that is ready to move forward and to continue to acquire and to continue to build on, to continue to seek more wealth. Why rest on your laurels when you can continue to grow? And with Pentacles, yes, this is about money. Yes, this is about finances. Yes, it can be about career, but everything that we earn, money is not a bad thing. This is what I'm trying to get across to you. Everything that we earn in terms of money, if it's something that you have, if it's an amount that you have acquired over time from the right place, from a good place, from not a place of entitlement that it's owed to you, but from a place of having invested the right intention with the right people in the right place at the right time. This is what abundance is truly about. We don't really see and experience our own happiness in this life without actually having set the right intention, to deal with the right people, to take the time to give ourselves the rest that we need so that we can be a giver of life to others. So the gift here is, these two cards are signifying that you are able to understand that in life, we do not simply arrive at one point of achievement, a single point of achievement, but we are experiencing the totality of our accomplishments. And it's not just through how much money we earn or how many accolades that we are given or the praise that we have, received from others. It's about a deep inner sense of satisfaction. That is your gift, to be able to access that. And how do we apply your strengths, your talents, and your gifts in this lifetime so that you can live your best life. Page of Pentacles shows up with Seven of Wands. Very dynamic message here. Seven of Wands says to stop fighting. Seven of Wands says to put down your weapons. You see a man here freeing himself from this cage. Is he breaking you out of the cage, or is he breaking himself out? Is he in the cage or he is on the outside? Very hard to tell with this perspective, right? So this tells me that the message here, advice on how to live your best life with your natural strengths, talents, and your gifts, is to lay down the sword. Lay down the baton. You need not beat yourself up or beat others up, because what is meant for you will come to you. It will be there for you at the right moment when you're ready to see it. Sometimes we think that we're trapped. Sometimes what we really need to understand is that we are not trapped. It is the people on the other side that are trapped, and we are actually liberated and free because we are able to free ourselves from the thoughts, the constraints, the cultural expectations that no longer serve us. So in order for you to put your strengths, talents, and gifts into play to live your best life is to stop fighting. Stop fighting it. Just set it down. Leave it aside, because your task now is Page of Pentacles. This young woman in a dress of, looks like insect wings or translucent petals. She is standing so delicately on this foliage, on this leaf in the garden, and she's delicately caressing this beautiful rose. Atop the rose is a dragonfly that's greeting her perspective. Page of Pentacles here says that the way to live your best life with your strengths, talents, and gifts is to just go with the rhythm of plant life. Go slow. You're setting forth on a journey with your little watering can, and you're going to nurture all the little plants and insects with the water that you're carrying on your arm, on your back. And it is a new beginning. So look to the future with your strengths, talents, and gifts. Look to the future as a new opportunity. You've come so far. Yes, I know, but it is a new opportunity to move pace by pace, gently, step by step, to set down your weapons, to set it all down, because you already have gained so much. I want to connect your reading with the oracle cards that we pulled today, going back to this gorgeous wedge of cheesecake or cheese. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. You know, with this card, I have to say that there are no obstacles in life that do not serve us. Let me say that in a different way. In other words, every wedge, every challenge that we experience that falls into our path is meant to teach us something. And if there is someone that is coming in between you and someone that you love, or coming in between you and something that you want, perhaps it's time to take a look at what it is that you're after. Is it truly something that you need, or is it just something that you desire? I feel like that is the core message here, given the whole narrative that has unfolded in this reading for you. Seeking what you need, not always what you want. And being able to understand that new opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. Once you can surrender your desire for something, when that falls away, a space opens up, an archway opens up for you to breathe in new air, breathe in a breath of fresh light, breathing in new light to understand that the path is illuminated when you're following what you really understand as your needs are. And that might be confusing because now I've talked about what you want and what you need. I feel like with these cards showing up together, waiting for news, package, letter, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up, and then talking about needs and desires. I think that with Seven of Wands here, when we set down that fighting energy, when we set down the struggle energy, we can come into a place of reflection so that we can really be ready to receive the news that is meant for us. And it's also possible that when we make room for the news that's meant for us, that we can see new possibilities, new opportunities, new paths opening up, because your strength is, remember, your strength is Knight of Swords, to move forward, fearless arrival at what you deserve, what you want. There is a tension here as I'm explaining what you want and what you need. I feel like there's that tension here. You have in the past gone after what you wanted, and you have gotten everything you needed. Perhaps you didn't get everything you wanted, but you've gotten everything that you've needed, and you're taking time out, or have the gift of being able to take the time out to look back, not in a nostalgic way, perhaps sometimes in a nostalgic way, but to take inventory of what you have achieved. This feels like a very stable reading, my pile 3 people, my kindred spirits. I want to move to the desert. So these hands coming out of the sand suggest that when you ask for something, or when maybe you pray, maybe you meditate, however it is that you connect with divine source energy, it can be a spark of light. Even if you are in the desert where nothing grows, where it's arid, where it's dry, where there's no water, where there's so much sun. When you ask for something and you go after that which you want, you are able to achieve what it is you really need. And I'm also connecting the desert card with the Four of Swords. With Four of Swords as a moment or a phase of repose, of rest, that connects with the desert, because there are many, many, many people who go into the desert for healing, because the desert is open. It is a vast landscape. Some may think that it's desolate, but having experienced the desert myself, I know that your auric field expands in the desert. You feel more capable in the desert. You're able to see and to perceive more than you are in a wooded area where it's very enclosed. If you see here, the desert's very open, it's expansive. So it allows your thought to expand. It allows your perception of the horizon to expand. More horizon, more possibilities, new opportunities. So that is your oracle card here connected to your narrative. And as promised, I want to turn over. Key card is thought, of course. So we're talking about Four of Swords, repose. We're talking about expansive thought, expansive thought. I'm suddenly moved to share with you that this reading is very grounded, and there's this energy here for you to expand, to lay down your swords, to lay down your weapons, and to expand, and to go deep within thought, to let go of the complications that are associated with the very material aspects of your life, and to wait. Waiting for news, to wait for the message to arrive as you're in repose, because the light, the energy of the sun, divine illumination is coming toward you. It's coming into you. It is yours as an innate talent. And that light, when it reaches you, is going to help you to achieve the ability to see new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Of course, there are times you'll feel that you are in the desert, isolated, desolate, but that is just perception. Go deep within yourself. The messages are coming to you. So pile 3, kindred spirits, I hope that was helpful for you as we discussed your strengths, talents, gifts, and how to live your best life. If you found that it was helpful, do give a thumbs up. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for visiting the tea room. I hope that you'll join us again. And I really enjoyed delivering this beautiful message to you because you deserve it. And so, bye-bye for now, and I'll see you soon.